This week on Scam School, Joe Diamond teaches us, Jesus, there's spider webs on me. That's not right. Gross. All right, Joe Diamond, toast me.
Brian Brushwood.
So normally Scam School is always grabbing people from the bar, and we have no shortage of people here at the bar. But I thought it'd be fun to capture that moment that magicians have when they swap tricks with each other. And you had mentioned that you had a variation of some themes we had covered before. Yep. Show me what you got, just one to one here.
There's this guy, Brian, I don't know if you heard of him, his name was Harry Houdini.
Never heard of him.
It was kind of a big deal. Houdini was a world-renowned escape artist. He would get out of chains, padlocks, his taxes, all of that stuff.
Is that a true thing?
So I have no idea. I have no idea. So in honor of Houdini, I'm going to draw a small padlock.
Right.
There's another reason for this, Brian, why I drew this padlock. It's because it's the only thing I know how to draw.
It's a fine padlock.
Yes. Could you sign the bottom for me?
Sure.
Just like initial it, sign it however you want.
Yeah, I'll give a real signature.
Woohoo! That means I can put it on eBay after
That's right.
this. Awesome.
All right.
So, actually, here, sign the back too.
The back as well?
Sign the back as well, yeah.
I love you, Joe.
Aw, thanks,
Brian
Brushwood. So you did that just so I couldn't sell this on.
Unless his name's Joe.
So yeah, you sign it on that side, and you've got your initial signature on the other side. It should be dry. Hold your hand out flat. Place your other hand on top of that for right now so it doesn't blow away in the wind. Now, when Houdini died, he claimed his final escape would be from death.
Yes.
And that he'd make contact with us from beyond the grave. This is a key that was made in 1926. At least that's what the guy at the antique mall told me.
Okay.
Okay? Keep your bottom hand where it is, pick up your top hand, and hold on to the ends of my fingers. Yeah, hold on to it.
Just like that, okay.
Hold it right there.
All right.
Okay. Actually, hold my fingers, so that way my hand can't move around. Okay?
Got it,
Keep it right there, okay.
Keep you honest, in other words, yeah.
Yes, keep the hand still and watch. Houdini, if your spirit is here, give us a sign now.
That is so uncanny. Holding your hand perfectly still, and the key moves on its own.
Now, Brian, you say go whenever you want.
Go.
There it goes.
This will never not look like real magic to me.
But here's the thing, when Houdini's ghosts turn the key, Brian, Houdini's ghosts also open the lock. Pick it up, and you can see.
Okay, I want to talk through this whole routine, but you got to toast.
Yes.
Well, hello there. I'm back. I appreciate all your concern that I was never missing. I was on vacation with my beautiful family. I'd never abandon you or give up on those great deals from our friends over at domain.com. How do you get 15% off your domains with 99% uptime? That's right. Promo code SCAMSCHOOL at checkout. I'm back, I'm home, and I'll be here forever. All right. So what's beautiful about this is that it's two separate magic tricks.
Yes.
One is a principle I believe we've taught before where the key unlocks. We'll talk about that in a moment. But the other one with the key moving, I swear it looks like you have invisible thread or something. Yeah. And that moment that you say pick up the key, I felt like it was a transgression of like, I'm gonna break the thread. But there was no thread.
No, there's no thread, no magnets. This will work with pretty much any skeleton key.
There's no shortage of these for $1
like,
you can find.
Literally, I know people who have gone to the antique mall and while testing keys, found the right one right as someone was walking by and went, oh my God, and they were like, how much? They said, you can keep it, I don't want it. So that's how great it is.
So it is a case that you use a genuine ungimmicked key.
Yes, but you need it in the proper, weighted properly. Because a lot of times if you read like in like an old book, they'll tell you like, tilt your hand and the key.
Well, that's the way when you read it, it sounds dumb as hell.
I happen to find two that were identical, so we can walk through this.
Great.
These in many ways are kind of the perfect keys because these little bits, there's normally only going to be one bit.
Yeah. If you don't have one of these keys, I assume the magic trick works.
Yes.
Even with a house key, just grab a house key and mimic.
Or we talked a pendulum. You could put this on a ribbon and use it as a pendulum.
Of course.
Houdini are here when it moves. oh look, he unlocked the lock.
Yeah.
You could do this a variety of different ways.
My family has a grandfather clock, and this is the kind of key
Yep,
that goes
exactly.
into it. So it might not be as difficult a challenge as you think.
I do weekly shows in a haunted mansion. They have the original front door key, and it works for this.
That's great. You mentioned it's close to the pendulum, by which I assume you mean you want the ideomotor response,
Yeah.
something almost unconscious to happen,
Yeah.
where you're essentially thinking of it
I'm not
rolling
thinking
over.
about moving my hand. Literally, what I'm thinking is relax and let the spirits move. So here's the idea: you want to curl your hand in,
Curl in.
and you kind of want to just put it in with the bit up, where it can just find its resting point. You want the key by your pinky. So
Oh, got it. So swap. Okay. So basically, I'm making a taco, and
Yes,
I'm resting
yes.
everything in the center of the taco.
Now, if you relax open your hand out,
Yeah.
and if you just cock that key back, like literally come over with your hand cocked back, you'll notice you actually have to fight from holding it back.
Oh, that's great.
You're actually working right now to keep it from moving. You're not moving it, you're keeping it from moving. And now if you just relax your hand, what you want is you just know how
Oh
to
my
relax
God,
your
it's
hand.
happening.
Yeah. You want to just be able to relax your hand. And with practice, you can get to stop.
But the amazing part is you had me hold your fingers,
Yeah.
which fundamentally transformed. I can't believe it's working right in front of me.
Yeah.
This feels like true magic. That's great. Oh, okay.
Now what you want to is you do want a slow descent, because I feel if it just flops, it makes sense that it's gravity. What's cool is that when it slowly goes down, it looks like it should just fall over. Like right
Yeah.
now, it looks like it should fall, but somehow it's just slowly going down. But if it does flop over, it doesn't matter. You're on your way to the drawing anyway.
It's astonishing how fast all of this becomes intuitive.
Yep.
While I was holding your fingers, I could feel like the bones creaking,
Yeah.
and all of that enhanced the magical
Yes.
experience.
And that's the other reason why I always put my hand on this, to create the idea that maybe it's like an
Some kind of
energy
conductive loop
yeah,
or
between
something.
us or something.
The key turning over part is something you would have to practice for a little bit. Okay, let's talk about the magic
talk
part.
about this, yes.
Because Michael Amar taught us what he called the out to lunch principle.
Yep. That's exactly what that is.
So good. It's so good.
So yeah, so it's that's it.
It's so dead
That's
simple.
it. Have a half card. I trim mine a little more than half.
So then that way it tucks underneath the rubber band.
And you get the rubber band from broccoli. Magicians, we need to eat more broccoli.
It's true. That's
Not just for the magic trick, eat more broccoli. And also, if you notice, I have a very slight marker smudge in the corner of this card so I don't get confused
Which side
end
is which.
you need to sign in a moment.
I noticed also that even while you were holding it, you made sure to flash the bottom.
So shout out to my friend Earl Kelly, who originally came up with this little addition to it. They write it down, you take it out. Of course, they don't see that. You take it out this way and say, sign the back. These just go in the pocket.
Right. You want them out of the picture.
Yeah, and they're signing it. So now you pick it up. I do have to do a quick turnaround, but it looks like I'm looking at your signature. So
Right.
I'm looking at it the right way. And I put my fingers over this side as I blow, and then I say, so you signed on both sides. And I'm pointing.
So fair.
And
so fair.
If anyone, every once in a while, I'll have someone look and go, is that the same thing? While they're signing it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can go, yeah, you can still see their, and I point out their signature. See, and I'm only covering half of the card. Yeah.
This is beautiful because nobody knows what the intended outcome is.
Yep.
So the fact that you see enough of the lock, it short circuits any question that you have about
Exactly. So you can place that on their hand. One time I reached in my pocket and realized my key was still in my close-up case. I was at a house party, so I
Right.
said, okay, hold that right there. And we were near patio doors. So I went, go over and just slowly turn the doorknob.
it. Oh,
And then-
that's great.
And I had everyone stand in a line. So you can do this a variety of different ways.
That's an important distinction because what people don't realize is nobody knows what you're aiming for.
Exactly. Another fun little fact, the out to lunch principle was originally used for fake spirit writing in seances.
No
So when
kidding.
you do it with a ghost presentation, you're literally taking it back to its roots.
Okay, let's see if I'm following everything here. Let me get those business cards. Okay, so if I'm doing this trick exactly as you did, first of all, do you keep this exactly in the middle or do you
No,
keep it a
I
little bit
keep
off
it a
the
little
side?
off center. I feel in the middle feels too prepared.
Okay,
And that, by the way, that's a tip from Eugene Berger, to have it a little bit off center.
great. Well then, so I'm gonna draw an open padlock
Yep.
on this complete card
Yes.
right here.
Yes.
All right.
Yep. Literally, you cannot tell the difference between, if we each drew padlocks, you could almost have someone else draw padlocks.
Exactly, and it ends up looking perfect.
You want to make sure that that dries, because what you don't want, especially in the humidity here, you don't want that wet ink to stick to the back of your gimmick. And you hear it. when you
Got it.
pull the gaff out. And it will smudge your end picture.
So I'm gonna cover it up with this half card.
Yep.
Gonna get this all lined up. That looks totally fair.
And I normally put just a very light, just like the lightest of smudges
just
down
so you
there,
know.
Just so I know.
So now I'm totally prepared. Ahoy, Joe.
Ahoy, Brian.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
You know who didn't? Houdini.
Yes.
When I say Houdini, you think of what?
Escaping from things.
Well, that's
Like-
on the nose, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe like a padlock?
Yes. Oh, that is exactly what I was
It's a pretty good padlock,
That's a
I'm
very
not gonna
good
lie.
padlock.
Do me a favor. Normally I would sign my art, but you sign my art.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll just initial it. Is that okay?
Yeah, no,
It'll
yes,
save
it
time.
is. Got it, excellent. So next, I'm gonna pull this out,
Yes. Yep.
and I'm gonna say, why don't you sign the top as
back
well?
too?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in my back pocket. There you
All
go,
right.
great. Oh,
That is signed.
what a lovely signature. Let me just glimpse
Yep,
this real
yep,
quick.
yep.
So we're gonna take your card, hold out your hand.
Okay.
We're gonna put that right there, put your other hand on top.
All
Don't
right.
let me get at it. I'm gonna do some magic mojo. We're gonna summon the spirit of Houdini by placing this at the bottom of the taco. There we go. And I'm gonna set this as I open my hand. Do me a favor, keep that in your hand, put your other hand right on
Okay.
top. There you go, there you go, there you go. All right, hold on. All right, now I notice you stopped at the top. I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
stop. Okay, got it?
There you go.
Say go.
Go. And you'll notice you're already.
Okay, I did the flop, which was not perfect, but
That's okay,
like,
that's okay.
and now the key is unlocked. Take a look.
No!
God, that's so good. That's so good.
Yes.
Joe Diamond, thank you so
Brian
much for
Brushwood,
sharing
thank you.
this gem.
Appreciate it.
That's great. Guys, Joe Diamond is everything that's right with magic. He takes ideas that are dozens or hundreds of years old and combines them with narratives that cause goosebumps all up and down your spine. These are the moments that are gonna live with you forever. If you're looking for narratives that match the Haunted Key idea, you can't do better than by searching for Haunted Key Magic Cafe. And there you'll find exposed dozens of different narratives that you can use in your routine. It's magicians helping magicians. And you know the old joke, what do they call somebody who's watched 500 episodes of Scam School? A magician.
So let me grab that right behind you, right?
Wanna feel the heat with somebody.
So
Okay.
it's taxes, all of that stuff.
Is that a true thing?
So
Did he
I
have
have
tax
no
trouble?
idea.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. Would you be the fact that you weren't even surprised by that?
Not
like-
at all, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the 1920s.
So in
It was
honor
a
of-
different time.